Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou studio, and I am going to film or video my flip through of my Junk Journal Madness journal for the month of April for the second time. I went through it the first time and apparently did not hit the start button like I thought I did. So I had a good rehearsal, so now we're going to go through it again. Junk Journal Madness is sponsored by Susan at I Totally Love It. And each month she has a guest collaborator. And this month it is Jennifer with Scrapbooks and Memories. And this month's theme is roses and neutrals. And we are to use 8 materials and make 9 items for our journal. And I have exceeded both of those in my little accordion journal here. And I chose to do neutrals entirely. I don't have any colored roses, I guess is what I'm saying. I think the other makers that are participating are using neutral papers and then using their pops of color with their flowers. I don't have a lot of roses in my stash, and so I chose to go totally neutral so I could use my stamps. Excuse me. And use pictures from a magazine that I found that my sister gave me a couple years ago that is celebrating the Alexander Rose Festival. So that's what we're doing in this journal, is we're celebrating a rose festival from 1916. So this is my cover with the Tim Holtz paper doll and a rose stamp and just kind of collaged front. And then this is from the actual article, the spread of photos from the Rose Festival. So here we have a little tuck that has some just little ephemera pieces stuck down in there. And you can see throughout the journal that I've used several different rose stamps that I have to represent the roses. And I've also used photos from the actual magazine article, as well as Tim Holtz paper dolls that fit the same kind of time era. And the paper dolls that I chose are they either have flowers in their hair, or they're holding flowers, or some representation of flowers. This is a little tuck here. This is one of the photos from a magazine article, and I just made a little journaling card, and it is a double tuck. You could also tuck something there if you wanted. Next one, I think you saw me make this one. It just has a grocery bag, a little brown bag in the back with a tag that's made out of a masterboard. And then there's also a tuck here that has this little tag in it. Kind of a mixed media kind of tag. And this is a piece of Tim Holtz paper that has roses on it, and there's another tuck here. Over here we have 3 different pieces stuck behind this little skinny band, and you can see when you take that out, there is a big rose stamp and a butterfly watermark stamp here. And it has a little notebook with a rose stamp on it. There's a little envelope for just like a secret kind of hiding spot there. And one of the photos from the article. This photo is from the article as well. And those are just tucked in there, just like that. that one in there. I should have put it in first. Okay, on the next page, we have a little vellum flip up with another one of the stamps and a couple of paper dolls here and a die cut, or not a die cut, a fussy cut of an older card. Over here, we have a double pocket with a couple of journaling cards, and then this one has a couple of charms. It's a vintage watch face and a key. And then this is by Lorna at Tailor Made Journals, and it's just another little journaling spot. Then you come to the back cover, flip it over, and you've got another pocket here with a journaling card, found relatives from Tim Holtz, and then on this side you've got just a little photo collage, and you've got a little text spot there, and then this is just a little embellishment on the page to get some handwriting and stuff in there. On this page, you have a flip out, and you have an altered paper clip here that you could stick something else under there if you wanted. And you have a tag and a little ticket. In the tag, I used a die to cut those roses out. And then you've got another little tuck with another image from the magazine, and then a rusty paper clip at the top. Get that ticket back in there. And then on this side you have a library card with one of the images. The Ladies Field is the name of the magazine that the article was in. This is also from the magazine, and I just put this goose in there because it was neutral colored and I liked it, and I figure where there's a garden, there's a pond, and where there's a pond, there's probably some geese hanging out. So, and then let me flip this back. On the next page, we have this belly band with the circle, and there is a journaling card behind it with another image from the magazine. And then we have a double pocket here. We have the top, this top pocket with this found relative photo in it, and then we have a advertisement from the magazine here on gardening in the back pocket, along with this tag with butterflies, because we all know there's butterflies in flower gardens. So I felt like I needed to include those. And then we're back to the beginning. So it's not a big journal, but it's stuff full of stuff. Oh, and I forgot I put a little bunny on here too, because we all know that bunnies hang out in the gardens. So yeah, not a big journal, but like I said, very full of stuff. I love making journals like this, these accordion journals, because you can stuff them full, and all they're going to do is grow this way. They're not going to get gator mouthed or anything like that. So with me and having a tendency to end up overstuffing and everything, end up gator mouthed, I really like making this kind of journal. And also I like the size. I like the way it feels in my hands. I like the smaller, chunkier journals in general. So yeah, I like it. I hope you guys like it as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you back soon. Bye.